Hello, my Insta fam. I want to say I'm here now after just being to an awards ceremony. And look who's won the Sustainability Award at the Women's Business Club Awards. That's the Women's Business Club Awards today. I am absolutely honoured to win this award. I applied to win it because I really wanted to talk about veganism in front of a predominantly non-vegan audience. And going vegan basically is, if everybody went vegan today, the climate crisis would come to a screeching walk from the sprint that it's on now. Okay? And not only that, I don't want to hurt animals. I don't want to hurt animals. In fact, I'm not even smiling when I say that. So when they told me that I'd won, and I actually got emotional initially, because all I could think about was all the videos and the films that I've seen. Oh, where's my mic? All I could think was the videos and the films and the documentaries that I've seen, not on mainstream media, on the streaming channels, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Amazon Prime, on Netflix. That is where you'll find these films and these documentaries with information that has been hidden from us, okay? And I'm a former TV journalist, and the majority of journalists, I'm telling you, do not know what I know about animal abuse and the climate relating to the climate crisis, or they won't have watched the videos. And it's only when you watch the films you're like, oh my god, yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to choose to buy that now. Just talking about it doesn't work. It doesn't really stop you. Not the majority of people. So yeah, I applied to win this award, and I had loads of people voting for me, and I'm so grateful. I had people from all over the world, United Kingdom, America. So many people in America voted for me to win this award, because they also know that the climate crisis is largely caused by animal agriculture. They know that, right? So they voted for me. And the reason is because 78 to 90 billion animals are being murdered every year, but they're being kept in terrible conditions for us to eat them, okay? Or wear them, or other things, like torture them. And imagine all of the energy that's taking, all the coal, all the transportation costs, to cart around all the food to feed nearly 90 billion animals, and to grow that much food to feed 90 billion animals, because the food that they're eating is plant-based, it's grass and stuff like that, and soy. So it is actually like, hang on, use your intelligence. Just grow enough crops to feed 8 billion people. 18% of calories anyway are like from animals that you eat. Just go full vegan. Because 75% of the crops in the world that are grown are for these animals that we're feeding, to then feed ourselves with these animals. Now, I'm vegan because I don't want to hurt animals. I realised, when we're little, we all learn about the monster, don't we? Oh, we're all scared of the monster. But I tell you what, if you're not vegan, you are the monster. Because I was the monster too, until I stopped hurting animals. It's kind of like, yeah, here you go, mate. Here's $10. Go kill the animal over there. And that's 3 meals a day that's happening. Even if you're a vegetarian, that's happening, right? Because Oh, I'll tell you what, just go watch Earthlings on YouTube and you'll see what I mean. So Joaquin Phoenix, the big Hollywood actor, he's got a documentary on YouTube called Earthlings. If you go watch that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You will get an awakening and it will shock you what is going on round the corner from you now in every country. UK, France, US, or China, that is beyond worse. No animals safe there. But anyway, it's going on everywhere. This is why at least 5% of the UK now are vegan, and that is because, thank God for things like Instagram, thank God for things like Amazon Prime, Netflix, YouTube, where else? Yeah, they're the main ones. That is where this information is. Pignorant, go watch Pignorant on Amazon Prime. Go watch Hogwood the Horror Story on Netflix or any other network where you can buy it for £5. Go watch Cowspiracy, Christspiracy, Seaspiracy, What the Health, and the big one. There's two big ones. You either watch Dominion or you watch Earthlings. You don't need to watch both. And that is the one that you will feel like you're in the Matrix and be like, whoa, I feel like I'm living in a different world to the world that I thought I was living on. Because we are that indoctrinated by the government, by the media, by schools, from people who've not even seen this undercover footage that I've seen, or watched these documentaries because they're just talking about it, but they're not watching it. Well, watching it is the only thing that's going to really change you. And I will respect you if you watch it. Now, a lot of my followers already watch it, but definitely not all of them. Sorry, I'm in a car actually, and just making sure I'm safe. But listen, when I applied for this award, I just talked about veganism and sustainability. So all the food that my company, Broadcast Ready, all the food that we buy for clients at events, we only pay and we only get it if it's plant-based. I'm not going to hurt cows. Cows are slaves. It's disgusting. If you've been discriminated against, imagine what it feels like to be a cow, pig, chicken or lamb. This is the biggest discrimination of all time. There's like several million animals in the world, species I mean, and you think, oh well, it's bad ageism, oh it's bad racism, oh it's bad whatever other ism there is. You want to be a pig, cow, chicken, lamb, sheep, go in their shoes. It's the biggest genocide of all time. And unfortunately, I was so indoctrinated like an actual zombie, like the majority of the world, I didn't even realise. And it's not just about what you eat. It's also about what you wear. It's about what you go visit. Are you visiting circuses? Are you visiting marine parks? Are you buying products that are tested on animals? It's not tested. It's actual torture. It's disgusting. This is what it's about. So plant-based is just the food type, and anything that's not plant-based is the biggest climate contributor, especially cows, and it's not their fault. But the Amazon forest is being cut down to make way for cows to graze. So all these animals that have lived in the wild in the Amazon forest, they're all dying. They're burning because they're burning the forest. So you see all these animals that are getting burned to death or injured, third-degree burns, so they can cut it down so that cows can graze on there. It is bonkers. Just don't eat cows. Stop wearing animal leather. You've got to stop buying dairy. It's crazy. We're not infants anymore. We don't need the milk of another mammal. And when I went plant-based, a full plant-based, within 6 weeks, every single illness I had vanished, because it was the meat and the dairy and maybe the eggs, but definitely the dairy that was making me sick. And that's because we're not baby cows. We're the only species on the planet that drinks the milk of another species, and it's just not good for you. And even if it was, it's not my milk. Yeah, it's not my milk. I bought it. Oh, well, no, I didn't buy it. I stole from that cow that didn't want to give me her milk. It was for her child. So I'm a thief if I'm drinking dairy. You see, you got to think like this. You bought it from a trafficker. That's who you bought it from. That's what a farmer is. It's kind of like a trafficker, because they're kidnapping babies, basically, and raping the mothers so that they can produce more babies, so that they can then we can drink the milk. So, and I know I say babies, obviously I mean cows, but I don't really care, it's the same thing to me. It's the mother's baby. So the cow gets taken away from its mother when it's still wet. Like, that is how disgusting these farmers are. It is so bad to do that. And the mother cow is 9 months pregnant. And then the first moment they take the calf away so that you can drink its milk. And you might not even know that. And I never knew that till recently. And I was like, oh my God, you see the videos of it and it's heartbreaking. You get cows running after their babies, crying, as you would. And then they put the cow in as a slave every day. And it knows that that milk's for its child. What I've seen is just beyond. I've seen farmers take calves away from their mother, stump them in a wheelbarrow, put it over to the other side of the barn and let it starve to death, and its mother's over there, and then the farmer's nicking her milk to feed to you so you can have an ice cream, and that calf gets starved to death. Like, this is what's going on, guys. This is what's going on, and this is ruining the world, and it's actually our fault in a way. Like, this is our selfishness and our greed, and also our ignorance. Because at the heart of things, you are a compassionate, loving person. And you're probably like me, that when you see it, you're so horrified you change. But you're just so indoctrinated. And this is the problem. So, fortunately, because of Netflix, because of Amazon Prime, and, you know, YouTube, and Instagram, if you follow a lot of sanctuaries on here, you'll see what I mean. And a lot of animal rights charities, they're publishing the truth. Anybody else, most other people, they're just publishing stuff because they're trying to get your money off you. Let me say hello to some of you guys. Who have I got here? Oh, wow, look at all these comments. Hello, Ignacioli. Congratulations, thank you. Hello, Fur Free London, love you guys. So Fur Free London have been paramount in a lot of shops, banning the sale of fur and the production of using it in their fashion line. These are on the ground activists who are amazing. Ignacioli says, thanks for your activism for vegans. It is so easy to understand, but it is unbelievable why other people keep doing this nonsense and terrifying all of us. That's correct, it is terrible. And you know, somebody said to me today, I was going to watch Seaspiracy, but my daughter said, don't, it'll upset you too much. And I said, but do you eat fish? She said, yeah. I said, well, then watch it then, if you're still paying for that. And, you know, yeah, it is upsetting, but so what? Like, at least you know the truth and you can decide if you want to contribute to it or not. But again, like, it just shows you, like, this is how weak humans, like weak, no, I mean like compassionate herbivores we are, or frugivores. Because a lion wouldn't care, would it? But a gentle lamb, or a cow, or I don't know, just, there's nothing wrong with being a herbivore, guys. Like, the strongest animals in the world are herbivores. The elephant, the giraffe, The ox, as strong as an ox. They are herbivores. The ones that live longest are herbivores. The ones that live the longest, the tortoise. Lions don't last very long at all. Like 20 years, 25 years maybe, I don't know. But it's not very long. We're definitely not supposed to be eating meat. And that's why we can't stomach seeing an animal get killed in front of us. And well, we don't even kill the animal, do we? If we were supposed to eat animals, I wouldn't even be doing this. Because I would accept us for what we are. But I don't go across, oh, there's a pig, I'm going to go kill it. It's not even in my personality. I don't even have claws to kill it. And I certainly don't have a big mouth like, you know, those animals that have got mouths like this, like a dog or a lion, to kill it. I couldn't even kill it anyway with my mouth. And then also I've got a very long intestine, and animals that kill animals, they've got very short ones, whereas that's why you feel ill sometimes after you've eaten Sunday lunch, like you need to lie down. You don't get that with a vegan Sunday lunch. It's because you're eating meat and the body it's not built to be eating meat, and that's why you feel full, because you're not full, like you feel tired because your gut system and your intestines going like working overdrive. So yeah, we don't even have the same intestine as a meat eater. And also, if we were real meat eaters, I would see a cow, I would go kill it if I could with my claws and my teeth, and I'd kill it alive straight away. It'd be still alive and I'd be eating it until it's dead. I'd eat its anus, I would eat the earwax, I would eat the esophagus, I would eat the eyeballs. I wouldn't care. We don't do any of that. I'd eat the scrotum, the penis. I mean, that, you see, that is disgusting, right? But if you've eaten a sausage, I bet you've eaten all that stuff. And I've eaten a sausage and I feel sick thinking about it. Yeah. So, wake up call, guys. Who else is saying hello? Hello to Barrier Free World. They're into sustainability. Yep. He makes instruments to help people with who can't, like, oh, I don't know, people with certain disabilities. He might make an instrument with it and use corn rather than plastic to make it. So he's very much into sustainability as well, the founder. But see, the biggest sustainable thing that anyone can do, it's not, oh, let's not print things off and just do email. It's going vegan. We're going vegan. Watch Cowspiracy. You will see what dairy is doing to this planet. And you will be shocked when you see football pitches full of shit. Right? And it makes me feel sick when I see people eating ice cream. I'm like, that is for that baby that was murdered just because you're eating that ice cream. But I never thought like that before, because nobody told me what was really going on. Animal lives matter. No, animal lives do matter. Thank you so much for speaking up. Yeah, you're amazing, by the way. This is a lady in the US that's saying that. And I deliberately applied for this award because I wanted to do my vegan speech in front of mainly non-vegans. Kobo host. Hello, Tom. I've known Tom for many, many years. That's a web hosting company who I use, and I've used them for many years. I mean, like, what I mean is I'm their client. And so if anybody wants a good hosting company, Kobo Host. D Gibson. Hello, D Gibson. Nice to have you as a follower. Ian Igacioli saying, we deserve a paradise. I'm so sad too. Yeah, we deserve a paradise. We're never going to have an end to war. Never. Until, whilst we're talking about it at the dinner table and having meat and dairy and eggs on there. Look, if you've got a rescue chicken and you eat eggs, I'm not quite as against that. This will probably get clipped up, but I don't really see the point in eating chicken's ovulation when you can just use something else instead. But I've lost my point now. Yeah, so this climate crisis that we're in, all these hurricanes are obviously getting worse, and all these floods. I've never seen this before. I've obviously seen hurricanes, but I've never seen floods like this in Europe. And this is because of this, everyone eating meat and dairy, and the industrial scale that we're eating it on. We're eating more meat than a carnivore. We're eating more meat than a carnivore lion. I mean, like a shark, some of them only eat once every 14 months, it's been known. Usually it's once a month or once every 2 months. We're eating another animal. Oh, hello. How do I get the light back on? We're eating another animal. Like, we're eating several animals a day. Because if you've got a burger with cheese in, that's 2 animals dead, at least. Then you go buy a leather belt, that's another animal. Then you might buy a leather bag, well, that's probably 2 animals. Then you might buy a fur coat if you're a real psycho. That's 50 animals, maybe. Then you've got the egg sandwich, that's another animal dead, because did you know that male chicks are ground up alive in a NutriBullet the first day they're born, because they're seen as not needed by the egg industry. That's what happens in America. It used to happen in the UK, but now we just gas them. We send them to the gas chambers in the UK now. Apparently the NutriBullet isn't used. And I don't really mean NutriBullet. I mean, that's not what I mean, but I'm just using it as a metaphor. What I mean is a macerator, so like a blender. Okay, let's use a regular term. So watch that on Earthlings. It's heartbreaking. But in countries that don't use gas chambers, they just put the chicks in a big hole, put the soil over them, these cute fluffy chicks, and let them suffocate. I've seen bags of chicks, 1-day-old males, burned alive in other countries. Another cheap form of killing them. This is so you can have your egg on toast or your egg sandwich. What else do they do? Oh, I've seen them drowned. I've seen them crushed. I've seen them gassed. I've seen them blended up alive. These tiny 1-day-old chicks, excited to be born, put on a conveyor belt. It's disgusting. There's nothing fun about eggs at all. Who else have I got here? Let's say hello to. This is my first Instagram live, you know, I think. Thank you from me and the animals, D. Gibson. Welcome to my channel. Yes, this is why I did it. I did it just for the animals, and that's why I got emotional. Hi, Leslie. Leslie Miller. Carolyn. Is that Carolyn from my journalism course? Hello. Everything tell us not to do. It's everything in an animal says love me. Yeah, that's it. I just think choose love and compassion. It's better for karma, you know. I tell you one exercise you can do is close your eyes and then imagine in your front garden, if you've got one. If you haven't, just imagine in the front garden now. Let's say you eat 400 animals a year and think, okay, I'm now 30. That's 12,000 animals I've paid someone to kill. Imagine 12,000 animals now in front of you in your front lawn, looking at you. One's with a mum, one's with a dad, and they're looking at you with an innocent look. What are you going to do? They're saying, please don't kill me. And when I imagine that for my age, tens of thousands of animals, I was like, actually I'm not sure how many, I can't think of it right now. I was like, oh my God, what a horrible monster I was. But it's just education. You will be one of the most intelligent people on the planet if you watch Earthlings on YouTube, because you're going to know what's going on. And no one's going to pull the wool over your eyes. Food Forest Sanctuary for All, Ignacioli is saying. I didn't know you were vegan, Ignacioli. Ignacioli, is it Italian? Is that correct? Food forest sanctuary for all. The world can be a great paradise with no sickness and rich in all the ways health, love and fulfilling a meaningful life. Yeah, this is like a paradise we're living in, but it's getting ruined, especially for the animals. I love we speak up. Yeah, we've got to speak up, guys. We'll just make this the norm. Because I'll tell you one thing, if you look at all the wars in the world, what happens during war? It always ends. And why does it always end? Because love always prevails. Love's always the biggest emotion that there is, the biggest vibration that there is. Love can stop wars. Love can stop murders. Love can stop somebody committing suicide. Like, love is so, so powerful. It can stop a psycho, not a psycho, it can stop a leader pressing that button. But if you think about World War II, the terrible things that happened there, all the world came together, or many countries came together to fight against it in unison of love. And that's why that war ended. So, I know you all love dogs or cats, or you think you're an animal lover, but I open my message to you today in your mind to think, hang on, I hadn't thought of it like that. I thought I was an animal lover, and here I am sitting eating this animal. And I just want you to open your mind. But one thing is, you might think, oh, I'll go vegan soon. What I say to you, some people are saying the oceans are going to be empty by 2047. And watch Seaspiracy and you'll see why I say that. Or watch Earthlings. That little piglet that is on that chopping board tomorrow, if you're going to eat a bacon sandwich, that doesn't want you to, you know, what's it thinking? Oh yeah, it's alright, I'm going to get murdered now, but it's okay, they're going to go vegan a bit soon, they're just doing it once a week at the moment. We need to go vegan now. Like, start watching that film, Earthlings, and then once you watch that, you'll know what I'm talking about, and then start looking through your cupboards, what's vegan, what's not. Because I tell you what, they put bloody cow's milk in everything, so you've got to be really careful of what you buy in. But, you know, it's not, oh, let me just kill another 40 animals first. 40 animals? Imagine if you murdered 40 people. We'd have a court case, wouldn't we? You'd get the electric chair if you're in America, or the lethal injection. If you're in the UK, you'd spend the rest of your life in prison. This is what I mean. It's human supremacy at its finest, that we are valuing human life so much at the expense of all these animals. The point is, yes, you can have humans that are doing what they're doing, but you just don't need to do that with animals. Because look at me. Do I look unhealthy facially? No, I don't think so. A whole food plant-based diet is extremely healthy, and actually in many cases cures cancer, arthritis, asthma. I don't eat a full whole food plant-based diet because sometimes I have vegan junk food as well. But even eating vegan junk food is better for you than the alternative junk food, because my asthma, my eczema, my migraines and headaches, and I got stronger as well. I could carry my dog much further. So all that happened when I went vegan. I didn't have any other illnesses than that. Yeah. So what else have we got? Animal lives. Oh no, here's one. Pieces on our plates. Yeah, exactly. And health in our bodies is on our plate. You know, just by not eating all these animals as well. Imagine a coexistence with lots of animals. I'd love that. Pieces on our plates say animal lives do matter. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be an end to war until we stop hurting these animals. Why would there be? We've got really bad karma. You can't sit and talk about the war around a roast turkey. It's like, or the murder of a baby, which is horrific. If you're sitting eating a baby, why would world war not stop? Because you're actually eating trauma, you're eating murder. So you're going to have it in you, your psyche. You get what I mean? So if we all went vegan, I bet you wars would stop. The whole world I'm talking about. Who else we got on air? This is a good live, isn't it? I've got so much engagement. Thanks, guys. It's good to talk to you. For all vegans, imagine 5 minutes a day how the vegan world would be, and let's go for it. Pieces on our place equals peace on earth. Yeah, well said, D. Gibson. Animal lives do matter. Save this life and put it on YouTube so it can be shared. I will do. It's not going to be... The problem is, animal lives do matter. Now I can't remember your name because it's coming up with that, but obviously I remember you. One of my favourite ladies on Instagram from the US. It's going to be a short, like it's going to be a vertical video, which isn't ideal, but I will do. Also, guys, I'm going to share my speech that I did when I won this award. I actually was gobsmacked that I won it, because the event did have vegan food, but on the table they had like dairy biscuits, and I thought, oh, they're just not that fussed. They're not that, like, I just thought they're not that fussed. I was totally wrong, and I won. Now, a lot of the vegan army, as I call you, a lot of you voted for me. In a lot of the Facebook groups, South Florida vegan group, Miami vegan group, Animal Rights World on Facebook group, like, loads of you voted. So you also had to write a testimonial why I should win as well. So maybe that was just it. They just explained to the judges how important veganism is to the climate crisis, and I got so many nice testimonials that they were like, she's got to win. So it was actually a real shock when I won, and I just did the speech off the cuff. Can you hear me all right? It's absolutely, obviously I'm in England because the weather's really bad. Although it's obviously bad in Florida as well, or coming up there. Yeah, so I don't know, I've lost my thread now. I think it was saying milk. When I read that comment, milk in tortilla chips, why? Yeah, exactly. They just chuck milk in anything, and you're just like, if you hadn't put a little bit of milk in that donut, I could have eaten that, and it wouldn't taste any different without the milk anyway. Yeah, so I only entered that award because I wanted to promote veganism, because clearly, and everyone said I was really passionate. But I will post the video, as long as it's not too bad, my speech. I will post it as well once I edit it. I don't know if the angle I've got, though, from the person filming it is too great, but I'll see what I can do. Otherwise, the owner of the awards is going to send me hers at some point. Gloria! That's it. Glory to Gloria. And glory to all of you. And is Carolyn still on? Carolyn... from uni. I'll post this video on Instagram as well. But listen, the people that are already converted, please, we've got to keep speaking up. Like, you've got to let the hotels know you want vegan food. You know, you've got to let the private members clubs you're a member of, or the clubs that you're a member of, you want vegan food. You've got to write in, you've got to let them know. And don't necessarily just write a really bad review. Write to the owner of the business, write to the general manager, write to the CEO, okay? I did that with Soho House and with David Lloyd Gyms. And that was like, they then got me in, testing the food, getting my advice on menus, what kind of food I like. Then Soho House, they then took it on board, because Soho House is pretty advanced, and then they said, then they organised this chef's day. All the chefs went down to the kitchen, they did a whole day of cooking vegan food to learn from each other, and then they added it to a brand new menu, and this is all in the space of about 1 month. Then they got an entire plant-based menu for lunch that they did for a set price for 2 courses. And they said then business boomed, and they got more revenue as well. But my point is that if I hadn't written that customer feedback email in a kind of factual way about what I liked and what I didn't like, if I'd just done a negative review, it wouldn't have really made any difference. But I wrote, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what I like about Soho House, this is what I don't like, and it was all very methodical, I suppose. But it was also a bit emotional, like what upset me and what it was like to experience being a vegan there. And they were just like, yeah, and they changed. So they rolled it out UK wide as well. So you guys, I want you guys to do this sort of stuff in the places you're going. Keep doing it. It's an effort. You know, I've just been to Hotel Indigo in Bath. I'll be writing to the general manager there about the vegan offerings. You know, I ended up spending money in the local restaurant called Oak, which was vegan and vegetarian. They could have got my money in the hotel. Actually, Oak was really good though, because it was allotments, and the restaurant owner grows a load of the food they serve in a local allotment. You can imagine how tasty that is, pesticide and GMO free. So it was really tasty. But now I've got to write a letter to Indigo Hotel managing director and tell her what I think. Do I want to? You know, it's another thing on the to-do list. But you know what? I've saved loads of lives by the other companies that have taken up my advice or my consultations. I've saved suffering, and that's why you all need to do it as well, because I can't do it on my own. So we've all got to keep writing these letters. Not letters, emails. I mean, letters are okay as well. Okay, I am going to drive back to London now. Oh wow, this is an amazing video, Gloria said. Thank you. Love your work, Gloria. Gloria is a wonderful woman. Glorious Gloria. I am going on a cruise next year, says D. Gibson. I'm in contacting the cruise lines to be sure I will have vegan choices. Exactly. Because when I went on Virgin Airways, I would have not got a vegan meal if I'd not happened to be chatting to them on the chat about something else after I booked my flight. Because I don't think you can just order it on the flight. And it was, you know, I was going to Miami from London, so it was like a 10 or a longer hour flight. So, you know, that's really important to, like you say, D. Gibson, write in advance, tell them this is what you want. And every vegan needs to do this, because they need to know we got to provide this. 5% of the UK is vegan now, and it's growing the more we talk. We're helping other people become more healthy by this. But, you know, of course, maybe a non-vegan, somebody who, they just want to eat a plant-based meal for once. So they can do the same thing as well. I got to get back to London, and I've been talking quite a while on here. So, I've got to pick up my dog. Wow, it's 7:45. I'm going to go. I'm going to post more about this award and post my speech. But please, my little army, well, big army actually, thank you for everybody that voted for me, and we're going to use this as a platform for good. Choose love, choose compassion. Love you guys. Spread the love. Please share my video if when I post it. I don't know if it's going to be automatic or what. I think it is, isn't it? Please share the video and comment and like it so more people see it. Yeah? That's how we're going to have peace and love in our lives, by spreading this message of compassion and love. I'm going back to London now. Currently in Bath. So thank you again to the Women's Business Club for giving me the honour of winning the Sustainability Award for my company and me, Broadcast Ready. My company's Broadcast Ready. Thank you. Love you guys. Keep watching, because I'll be back in I'm going to keep this up. End live. Let's see if we can do this. How do you end the live? Wow, 40 minutes I've been on. Oh God. Oh, here we go. Bye.